I believe we're live. Yeah. This is Sue Greenwald with Awakened Stories here today with King Smarty, also known as Sananda Galactic. Hey, King, how are you?
I am fantastic. And
Awesome.
yes,
Awesome.
and yes, they are so done, 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 done.
They are done. Done, 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 done.
Done, done.
Yep. Yep. So I know some stuff happened a couple of days ago that you wanted to talk about. Let's see where we are. Okay. Yeah, they are playing with me because I can't see this video. So we're
All
just
right, let's clean it up.
done, done, done.
Yep, done, done. Done, 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 done. That's the only reason why we have so many issues is because it's over.
Yeah.
The
Yeah, they
Matrix,
are.
the draconian system, whatever the fuck you want to call this,
Yep.
is over.
Yep.
It's
Over,
going,
over.
it's going back to natural everything.
Natural, healthy, wholesome.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Everybody connected to dad. So it's definitely over for the cabal. Period.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So we saw a post yesterday about Trump is going to spend whatever number of dollars, supposedly, redoing the Gaza Strip. And so my first thought is, what business do we have going over there to fixing anything when we've got people here that haven't been made whole yet? We've got North Carolina, we've got Maui, we've got disasters galore in the US alone. So obviously, we want everyone on planet Earth to be whole, but I feel like that's a false story.
Yeah, definitely a false story.
Yeah.
What's going to happen is exactly what dad wants to happen over there, which would be me and the crew and the others that are chosen to go over there and repair Gaza. I've already warned y'all and told y'all that you have two different organizations faking news. And in the past, they would fake the news because they knew how your reality, or should I say, they know how the human mind manifests as reality. So they've been using your own thoughts against y'all, not realizing that that was the case, right?
Right. Right.
So if you got a lot of people thinking that Trump is going to go repair Gaza, then that can be a thing because everybody believed it. Not, and it's not necessarily that they believed it. They made or they enforced it by thinking it right.
Right. Right.
And you do have millions of people that would like to see Gaza rebuilt. However, we would like to see Gaza rebuild the right way and with dad,
Right.
meaning God, our creator, our father. So that will happen. That is a thing, and that is going to take place. And just recently, there was another article saying that the Saudis, or not the Saudis, but the Muslim countries are going to go in there and rebuild Gaza. Blah blah blah. Well, that's another BS story. Um, what will happen is we are going to take full control over it, as in the light forces, the light brigade, as in me, and we're going to rebuild it. Everybody's having to come to terms with what I'm saying and what I'm doing. There's no way around me ever. And this is going to become more and more evident as the days continue, which is why he still has me coming on here and telling you guys what's happening, what's really happening. I did post in another video where even the Trump camp are saying certain things, and then you got all of the politicians following the same thing that they're saying. Um, no matter how you look at it, everybody, no matter how you look at this is they're fighting for control over
Right.
the masses, period.
Right.
And those of us that are in the know that have full authority are being banned, shadow banned, censored, and all the above. Mainly me. I'm the number one. I think I take, no, I know I take the cake. I'm the number one. Imagine if millions of people knew what I know. Imagine if millions of people would take my training. Imagine millions of people listen and see this information and start using the free download, because the free downloads proves that the shit works. And if you take my training serious and you transfer energy the way I'm teaching you how to do it for free, you'll see that energy can be transferred from one body to another, because we are nothing but energy. This whole reality is nothing but energy, and it can change by thought. They don't want millions of people to know that. They don't want you to know that. And they want you not to believe nothing I say. No matter how many little miracles and wonders you've already received, they'll do anything to create doubt. Mind you, you just successfully reproduced what I taught you. And yet, somewhere along the line, you lost faith and you now have doubt. That's what's been happening to a lot of the Jedis, which is why you don't see a lot of them.
Right, right.
Which is, it's fine with me, because like I've been saying, it only takes me to do all this shit. I'd love to have more help from all my brothers and sisters who don't even realize that they're my brothers and sisters, right? Instead, they're passing judgment and thinking they have all the information, or so and so knows more than this guy over there, blah, blah, blah. That's not the case. That's not the case. Why would I be upsetting people everywhere I go if I'm not real? You see what I'm saying? So they're done everywhere.
Yeah.
They are done everywhere. And Dad is making sure of it. He's making sure the pedophiles are being addressed worldwide. Even those countries that are arresting people like the presidents, people that are doing good, those individuals are being set up too, because this is a galactic sting operation. So it doesn't matter what we go through. It doesn't matter what we have to pay. I'm sure we all seen what Jason's going through in Canada for his products, right? So go ahead and pay for it, because at the end of the day, they're gonna pay for it. So do things like that with a smile. It's upsetting that you have to now pay for duties that weren't there. It's very upsetting, right? So at the end of the day, they're only digging a bigger hole for themselves, and they're showing us what needs to be addressed, and shit like that needs to be addressed.
Totally.
The fact that people have to pay higher amount of shipping for my products, and even pay higher amounts of my products elsewhere, is not cool at all. Which is why I do things, free shipping and stuff like that worldwide. But yeah, they don't want you guys to know that King Smarty and the crew is very, very real, very real. And those of us that stick together, we know this. We know this to be true. You cannot infiltrate any of us, because we know without a shot of a doubt that we are legit. We are working for Dad, and there's no way around him or me. Period.
Boom.
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 So yeah, they are totally finished. Like done, done, done. Stick a fork in it and make sure that fork.
Done.
Look, check this out. Stick a fork in it, done, and make sure that fork got heavy love and light.
Now, the other day you said something like, all these layoffs we're seeing in the US, the government's being cleaned out, and we're seeing like thousands of people being laid off. But then I think you said something like they're not really being laid off, they're already gone. They've been evaporated. Is that what you said?
Yeah, which is why you're seeing evidence of Social Security and other payments going to everybody but a real person.
Yeah.
So yes, a lot of them have been eliminated, and that's why. Now think about it. Look at all the people that supposedly been fired. Trace them all. Let me know what you get. Let me know what you get. Because you're going to find that a lot of these individuals didn't even exist. You're going to find that all of the houses that were up for sale were owned by 1 or 2, 3, 4 or 5 people, and not the thousands that they show, right? This is what they've been doing. They've been secretly monopolizing everything around us and then squeezing the shit out of us. Well, out of y'all, because they don't do that shit to me.
Wow. Okay. Like I didn't catch that. So when I heard you say that, I was like, whoa, that opens up, the light bulbs are coming on again, So, wow. So that is a very big step.
Yeah, it's a huge step.
Yeah.
The fact that they've been trying to kick the can down the road by saying certain things to certain groups, and none of us are accepting it. None of us are, including Dad. He says, "No, get it done. Get it done yesterday. Not 70 days, not 90 days, not this, not that." So yeah, if people choose to further kick the can down the road, then that literally is the end for them. Like, period. It don't matter who you are. President Trump, General Smith, General these nuts. It don't matter. You're fucking done. And they know it too.
Yeah.
Just was it yesterday? Was it yesterday or the day before yesterday? I think it was the day before yesterday. Um Dad had told Putin and Ping from Putin, Russia, and Ping, China, to only take orders from me here in the US. And that's clear. Like, that's clear on the airwaves. I'm saying it right now. Only take orders from me. Now, of course, everybody has a choice, right? Let's see how those choices get them, or where those choices get them. And the last time I checked, they love me. And they know who the boss is over here. So let's see how this plays out, because we ready. We've been ready. I'm tired of the bullshit. And I'm in the open by myself with no security guards, no nothing but Daddy. Because that's all we ever needed, Dad. You can't be here on this earth believing in God and then being afraid of every fucking thing, especially a bullet or a sniper or an assassin or something like that. No, that don't make no sense. I ain't afraid of shit. And y'all gonna do what Smarty tells y'all to do. If not, Daddy's gonna let me loose on y'all. Period. Now, as far as the redemption, I'm hearing all types of shit again. This person got paid. That person got paid. Even my own people are saying it. However, nobody has proven it to me. Right? I got a message. Go to Zork. This and that. I'm not going to Zork until the right channels tell me to go to Zork. Right? In fact, my bag has already been packed to go to Zork for the last 6 months, because Dad tells me we're going to Zork and elsewhere. That being said, when Dad says it's time to go, the proper channels will contact me and we're gone. Being the fact that I'm telling you all this right now, he may change it, because that's how Dad is. Right? So no matter how you look at it, all of these individuals are done. Dad is in control, and everything we're experiencing, going through, is a spiritual awakening. Literally, no matter how you look at it. We have entities all around us nonstop, fucking with our computers, fucking with our phones, messing with our cars, taking nuts off of fucking people's tires and shit like that, right? That happened to me twice. The same thing that happened to Julian Brown that I posted, it happened to me twice. And then the one time where I told you guys years ago when I was going to pick Genesis up, there was a hole literally like that in the tire, and it happened 20 minutes before I got to her bus stop. Boom! What the fuck? Looking in the mirror, nothing. I get to the bus stop, and as soon as I park, that's when Dad allowed the air to be released from the tire. So you can't tell me that Dad ain't real. You can't tell me that things that I'm doing for Dad ain't real. You can't tell me that I'm lying. You can't tell me anything, to be honest, unless you tell me something that came from Dad and I verify it, or B verifies it, etc. Other than that, you can't tell me shit.
Yep. So Trump and Elon were trying to subvert the RV a couple, 3 days ago.
Yeah. they're also trying to take the money for themselves with all the dopes and stuff like that. And we all know that they are, you know, AI robots and mask wearing individuals, blah blah blah. So we're going to get to the bottom of it, and everybody's going to see exactly what it is. That being said, the truth of the matter of it all, and the end result will be us exchanging, people using the money to rebuild our planet. And we're going to be eliminating people, places, and things as we move forward. Somebody complained to me about how long this takes and this and that, and I've lost this and people dying and this and that, blah blah blah. Okay, well, they weren't supposed to be here, which is why they're not here, and I get to live forever, so I'm not in a fucking rush. Okay. although I would love for it to happen like yesterday, right? But like I'm here for the long haul. Like this is the part that you, not you, but in general, this is the part that you consciously can't comprehend yet. We are here for a very long time, especially those of us that were chosen to be here at this time, right? There are people that are here and are expiring, yes. However, they were here to witness what they witnessed and then take off and then come right back in the chamber or portal or whatever the case is, until daddy cuts off the fact that you have to be born into this reality, right? Because when we release the chambers, we're going to have a whole different look at life. Not only that, the memories and the consciousness, everything will be restored, where you now know that some of the shit Smarty was saying was way out there, and it's happening. So they're fucking done. I'm gonna say this too, because here's another example. Some of the stuff that I say is way out there, like way out there. Don't put that in the box. But I'm gonna say this: Tory Smith, 10 years ago, was telling everybody that Michael Pence raped him, raped children, ate them, killed them, all that extra shit. Now, even though Mike Pence was already taken care of years back, now it's being exposed that it was all true. Okay? So that should tell you that Tory had some type of connection and some type of ability that he claimed he had. He really did have it. Okay? That should tell you that. So you can't tell me that I don't have the abilities that I have, because I know I can do the same thing Tory can do. I can look at you and I can see what you did and all that stuff. Right? And even if I see you and I see what you did and it's like, oh, I ain't fucking with that person. If dad tells me to help you, I gotta help you. That's just the way dad is. It may be just to keep you close so I can eliminate you easier. Right? Or keep you close so then I can help somebody else.
Oh no.
So there's many ways to do all this. What happened? We got cut off?
It looks like we locked up, but we're good now, so yay.
Okay, well, something got hit over here too, so we got all types of stuff happening.
Yeah.
What in the world? Anyway, but it's over. It's over. We just have a couple more days to go. Lots and lots of people are huge. So let's see where dad allows us to take this new reality we're walking into.
Okay. You blipped out a minute ago. It said lots and lots of people are, and it whatever.
Lots and lots of people are talking about the same thing on how this is an important week and an important week to come. So let's see how dad. Let's see what happens as we walk into the new reality that we all been expecting.
Okay. Excellent. Yeah. Okay. Wow. So it's all happening. Everyone just hold their horses, be patient, work on healing themselves, their family, and others. People, places, and things while you can, right?
Right.
Okay. When a child goes missing, say from Disney, for example, are the parents mind wiped or are they just bribed?
Well, um, you can say all the above. However, it's not reported. It's not reported the way that it should be.
Yeah.
And since Disney operates under their own law, if you would, because of the Queen of England owning that territory or that
Right.
area, they think that they're untouchable. So when children go missing there, it's quickly swept under the rug.
Right.
If you haven't noticed, we've been under a very very dark rule that's also been inside of all law enforcements, all governments, all the above, and their main income is child trafficking and human trafficking, period. And if you think that's a lie, look at your fucking birth certificate. You're a piece of stock. You're a piece of fucking cattle. Okay? So this is the enemies. These are the individuals that me, myself, and I are wiping out every chance that I get. Every day I request to take out certain amount of people whose time can't come to an end. And every day Dad approves it. I'd like to do more. However, everybody has a time expiration date.
Right.
So those in Disney and those surrounding those areas are having come to Jesus moments. So it's over. There's no way around it. They're all being exposed. A lot of these individuals think that they have what do you call it, immunity, or that they have the God complex where they can't be touched, and I'm this, I'm that, and I'm connected to so and so, and all of my charges and stuff will go away. Well, there's a new court case, and there's a new not court case, but there's a new judge in town, and he ain't playing no games. Last time I checked, and
Awesome.
yeah, the cool part, which isn't so cool for them, is that they don't believe it. They don't believe it until they're snatched up and their consciousness is stuck in some fucking box until it goes to wherever it needs to go to. What part of you being energy didn't you understand? So if you're energy, that means I can come along, snatch you up, put you in a fucking pebble, throw you on a planet. Because you're nothing but energy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
It's wild shit.
Awesome.
It's wild.
Yeah. Well, I've always wondered that because we know that several hundred kids go missing every year from Disney. And the thing is, no one's ever heard of it. So they're like, oh, that can't be true. We've never heard of it.
Yeah, until you become a part of it.
Yeah.
Then your life changes because your kid was taken from you and then you were threatened not to say anything.
Yeah.
Or you was threatened, or you was given a certain amount of money to walk away, because that happens too. There's plenty of stories where people go to certain parts of the world and their kid goes to the fucking bathroom, and then the kid never comes out of the bathroom, and all of a sudden some guys or some group of individuals are sitting at another table telling you, take this money, get up and go, leave your child. That's happened multiple times. Not only that, they've recently started talking about the incinerators that they have in certain countries. Okay, well, you go on vacation, you're a millionaire, and they find out about you coming into town. They're going to snatch you up, throw you in the incinerator, and steal your identity. Same thing they did with John F. Kennedy Jr., the real one, by the way. Our friend and brother, Johnny Boy, who's going to have a crystalline chamber in his healing center.
I didn't get a chance to tell him yet. Dang it.
That's all right because I told him too, so it's all
Of
good.
course you did. It's so awesome. So
Yeah,
awesome. Yeah.
yeah. So
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 yeah.
that's what's been happening, and more people are coming out about the truth, how there is a black market, um, and human meat and mermaid meat and different types of other natural species on the planet are delicacy to these individuals. And most of them are a reptilian type of vampiric race that are doing this shit.
Yeah.
So they're also the same ones that been in control of the Fed and doesn't have any reserves because they're printing shit out of thin air.
Right. Right. So the Federal Reserve, we know, is a privately owned company. They make numbers up to suit what they want to happen.
That's right.
And I was really shocked to see your mermaid videos. There's been so many of them. So at first I thought, well, that's maybe just a few. I was hoping. Wow. Wow.
Well, dad wants the truth out there. Like I
Yeah.
try to tell y'all every day I'm reinforcing the truth across the board.
Yeah.
But what happens if you're compounding energy, truthful energy, or people with the energy to tell the truth every day nonstop? Boom, 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 boom. And then you're seeing it on the Schumann residence. Boom. Okay, well, those are blasts for the truth, for the full disclosure, for this, for that. That's what it is. So dad wants the truth to be known everywhere, including the truth about me and how they lied about me and how people say I'm a blasphemous now for telling you who I really am. Right? Because you're so fucking monkey minded, you're so small minded that you can't even comprehend how what I am is possible. Right? People, people call me alien and shit like that, which is cool because we're not from here. A lot of us ain't. Our consciousness is billions of years old. And we're literally running around in our ships everywhere, every day, popping up in different parts around the fucking planet, doing cool things, and yet still sitting in my couch.
So beautiful. It is
It
so beautiful.
is. It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
So that's why I can sit here and talk all this stuff that a lot of people think is bullshit. And then it manifests as, holy shit, he just said that. Why would I be censored the way that I am if it wasn't true? Right? They don't let me get on Instagram. Well, they don't let me get on X. They don't let me get on Facebook. They don't let me get on a lot of these platforms. I even tried Rumble. Oh, come on, Rumble. They won't censor you. Bullshit. Bullshit. They censor me everywhere I go.
Sure. Yeah.
Everywhere. I just got on TikTok recently. I had thousands of followers, and next thing you know, boop, nobody's following me no more. I mean, I still have followers, but I mean, like, there was just like bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. Yeah.
Got millions of views on some of my videos, and then others, it's now taking all day long to fucking load up. That's because they're watching every fucking word I say or everything I post before they allow it to go through. That's fucking censorship.
Yeah.
Could you imagine the day they fucking realize that they've been censoring the king? That's going to be difficult for a lot of people.
That's why in previous videos I said, I wanted to point out to those that are working for the nefarious people, for doing things that they don't love. They know it's wrong, but they don't know how to get out. Just ask for help. Ask for help and mean it. But that time is running really short. We've been talking about it for years, so
That's true. That's true.
no.
I'm sure y'all also noticed this that certain people are literally being taken out because if they don't get taken out, the truth for the stuff that they've been involved with doesn't see the light of day.
Right, right.
So that's what happened with the doctor that got killed in New York. That's what happened with Gene Hackman, blah blah blah. That's what's happening with a lot of these individuals because Now their figure is no longer in the way, and now they can go and do their investigations, and everybody's wondering why this person got killed and his wife, or why this guy got shot broad daylight by the Joker. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
so
So,
those are things that are happening on purpose. Go ahead.
okay, that was my question, but so the truth will be coming out because they like even these LA fires,
It's
they're they're going down into the tunnels and this and that, but they're not talking about what they're finding still.
right. And when they do go out and talk about all this stuff, um, it's quickly censored because you got a group of individuals that are behind these computers, and then you've
Yep.
got an AI system designed to target certain words, certain things, so that
Yeah.
okay, my screen just went blank. So anyway, you got all these individuals sitting behind some fucking desk monitoring. Then you got the AIs. They got multiple AIs also monitoring all of the things that's happening around the world. And if there's something that happens, it gets a few likes and then it goes viral, and then all of a sudden gone. Nobody talks about it no more because something else is distracting you.
Right.
That's what they do. That's what they've been doing. Look at there's still massive sightings all around the world, and the ships are getting bigger and bigger, just like I said, and they're being censored. So one or two is coming through where it's obvious fucking ship. You can see it right there. Right? There are some fake ones too, but however, you can see that this specific ship has a specific energy signature to it, and it's very real. You can't fake that with AI. So unless you enhance your abilities to your senses to feel and know these things, you won't be able to know it.
Right.
You won't be able to see it's true or not. And yes, I have posted um, fake videos, but I would say things like, yeah, something like that, right? Because it looks cool. However, the video's fake. I don't do it a lot, but when I do say shit like that.
Right. Right.
So a lot of cool things happen.
Okay. So this mermaid thing has been happening quite a while and we didn't know about it. Or, the average person doesn't know about it.
They showed you all this stuff in all the movies. The recent one, Siren, right? In that movie, they had a tank ready for them. Just like the story of the guy that recently came out, who's missing, by the way.
Oh, okay. Anything we can do or just
No, 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 no. Well, yeah, we can reinforce protection for the mermaids and all that stuff. As a matter of fact, you remember when I'm always talking about the mermaids and stuff like that, but you remember some of the times where I had to literally free them from nets and all that, right?
yes.
And then help the queen mermaid give birth and all that.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would I even say stuff like that if it ain't real, right? So again, they are not happy with the cabal themselves, which is why they are also um, accidentally on purpose blowing up shipping containers with the cabal's resources on it. Shit like that.
I feel like that could be a clue. Yeah.
I
So
don't
we've
know.
had a couple ships blow up recently or crash or whatever. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
accidentally on purpose. Okay, cool.
I'm joking.
Well, the other day also you said that Atlantis is in your backyard, so I assume that means in the Gulf. And you told us before you came to Destin because there were portals here, and there was also a mermaid, let's say castle, out in the ocean or whatever. All right,
Yeah,
so they're here, and
yeah.
they're I'm presuming being protected as we speak.
Of
But
course, of course. Just like everything else, that is allowing certain things to take place. like like the whole Gaza stuff. Dad allowed that to take place. I'm not happy with it. However, I know Dad. He's obviously got a big plan for it. I'm not happy with them capturing the mermaids. I'm not happy with them taking the humans and I'm not happy with them poisoning females in this area and taking them off and doing shit like that. I'm not happy about a lot of things that they do at all. However, it's all being exposed and there's a purpose for it all because when we do um let's say when we do lay the law down on the cabal, this shit is done. It's over with. And it's not just going to stop here and then allowed to be continued over there. It's going to stop worldwide, which is why
Everywhere.
right, which is why the galactics and the ships are hovering over every piece of land on Earth and even the water. So yes, Atlantis is in the Gulf of Mexico. It will be rising. My palace will be built. It will have um, secret entrance to the underworld, or should I say the underwater world, with different species and stuff like that. And they all know who the boss is. We have a wild and amazing future ahead of us, and all of the stuff they've been hiding from us is being revealed as we speak. A lot of it is happening faster and faster and faster. This is why Dad is having me come out and talk and tell you guys these things.
Right.
I don't care if you believe me or not. I don't give a shit because I'm going to still do what I do, and there's nothing anybody can do about it, including walk around and tell people how I'm getting myself in trouble. That shit don't do nothing but get your ass in trouble. You 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 cabal members don't understand the army that you are facing. You don't have no fucking clue of the army you're facing. And it's because we haven't shown ourselves fully to y'all. Your little dark minions and your little fucking reptilians coming in and out of portals, scaring the shit out of you, telling you you better do this or you da, 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 da. That ain't nothing. That's just some entity who's scaring the shit out of you that has abilities that you yourself have. But you weren't taught that because they don't want you to know that. So now you're a puppet to them. And that's what's causing your that's what's causing
Yeah. It's funny.
those are unnecessary loud fighter jets because they fucking suck, by the way. Uh, uh, um, so yeah, you have no clue on what you're dealing with. Your masters and all that are fucking have been wiped out and all that. It's just like you're beating a dead horse, and because of all the things that you're doing, you're losing your soul. You're losing your entity, your consciousness. It's literally being put out. They say energy cannot be made or destroyed. That's not true. Because the last time I checked, Dad can make you and put you out too. So that's what's happening. A lot of the biblical books talk about how you're going to lose your soul for some of the stuff that you're doing. The truth is, yes, you are going to lose your essence, your consciousness. You are going to be put into a rock for eternity, and some worse than that. And nobody, well, I can't say nobody, a lot of people didn't believe this type of shit was possible. And now they're having to come to terms with it. Like, I run into people every day and they don't even know who I am or nothing, none of that shit. They're about to find out too. Oh man, I treated him like shit. You sure did. Oh, we were targeting him because he's making himself in trouble in this area. Yeah, who's in trouble now? So you see, I'm not worried about nothing.
What an odd thing to say to somebody, period. Like
Well,
there was,
you know that they've been watching us, and they've been, there was even some talks of private investigators and all that stuff from LA and shit like that. Not to mention that's just one, but you got the local authorities. You got they even had the drug task force investigating me because I look like I'm selling drugs. I'm selling frequencies, okay? So you got all these different agencies all looking at me and can't do nothing because I'm not doing nothing that's illegal.
right.
And you can't stop me from sending love to anybody. So that being said, I'm going to send heavy love to your ass to see how you like that.
Wow.
There's
Wow.
nothing. There's nothing that they can do, and the only reason why I would be upsetting them is because I'm telling the truth about what they're actually doing. Other than that, why am I getting myself in trouble? The last time I checked, Dad said y'all in trouble. Y'all in so much trouble.
And when you think of that, a guy coming up to Jasmine, for example, and saying that, like, what does he want her to do? Like, that was bizarre, right? There's no goal. Like, is
But
she
it could have been just him letting us know that. I'm
they're
not saying
watching?
that that's what it was. It could have been her, just letting them know that they're watching and they don't like you in the area and be careful, right? So you could take it that way as well. However, I don't take it that way. I take it like, okay, now I see all of y'all. Y'all just made yourself target and go ahead and act froggy and leap.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Shocking. Just shocking. All right.
at the end of the day, Daddy wanted it exposed, which is why we're talking about it right now.
Right, right.
You got all the major agencies watching me every fucking day long. And like I told you before, some even took each other out because they all in the same area. We had snipers in the area not so long ago that we took out because they were here to do the unthinkable, and it don't work. You see this big ball of light opening up a portal and taking your ass and leaving your shit and your equipment behind. You know why?
Wow.
Man, we are not to be played with.
Wow. Okay. Didn't hear that story, but good one.
I've
Good one.
talked about it a couple times.
Oh, I don't remember hearing it, but
Mm-hmm.
that's me.
Yep. All good.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So when the war is over, I just want to ask this question. Do you know how sometimes we need struggle and challenge to grow? Do you know what I'm talking about? Sometimes you need an obstacle to like figure out how to do it. And by overcoming the obstacle, you get stronger, you get smarter, and more determined, and you figure that out. So even though we don't like those obstacles, they're beneficial. All right.
Yes. Yes.
So after the war is over, like we like to think all darkness is going to be gone from Earth. All right. Will we need that? I don't know what the word is, challenge, struggle, obstacle to motivate us, or will we just be happily going about our projects?
Um, all of that will be the motivation for the projects because of what you've experienced. Now you have motivation and you have the funding to complete a project.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. So a lot of us, including myself, were born in poverty. Okay, we don't want people to go through that type of shit no more. So now we're going to put our money and stuff into all that stuff.
Okay.
Like
Yeah.
I've told you guys over and over again, I would do everything that I'm doing for free if I just had a steady income
Yep.
for free.
Yeah.
Not to mention when you get one of my pendants or one of my bracelets, it's like you won't need nothing else. It's all there. The energy and frequencies is there. I'm constantly upgrading them. So that's a one and done thing. If you purchase something else, that's because you like my products. They've been successful in the past, and I got a new one that looks cool that you want,
Right.
and I appreciate that. So, and it's clear. It should be very clear to everybody where my money goes to. Yeah, I have nice fancy things that I'm allowed to buy because Dad let me, right? However, a lot of my money goes into the research, goes into eating everybody, not eating everybody.
Scratch that.
Right, delete. Making sure we're all eating, right?
Yeah,
Making sure bills are paid, making sure everybody's cool. We unfortunately we have to pay for gas, insurance, and bills and light bills and water bills, all this bullshit. So purchasing stuff for me goes to that.
right, right.
And then recently, um, the Help Someone Today campaign, I'm spending thousands on that. And I do have a couple of Jedi's coming and helping and donating and all that. But compared to what I've already put in, it's thousands. And it's really not about the money. It's about the message and what we're doing and what we're achieving with it all. So I'll give you an example. We got a donation for the rescue fruits and vegetables, right? That donation is already gone because I bought 20,000 rescue fruits and vegetable stickers that I've put frequencies in it, and that shit costs money. So, you know, eventually we'll be in a position where everybody else will trust me and trust the process and open up their not only their hearts but their checkbooks to us,
Right.
so we can continue to get these things done. On another note, Dad already put me in a position with all these historical assets to be able to fund any and every project I want to or he wants me to. However, these handful of individuals that got their hands in the cookie jars won't let the cookie jar go and just dump money on everybody because they think they're what, in control of everything. Okay, let's see how that works out for you.
All right. All right. I think, most people, once they have enough, the common person, I like to think once they have enough, they feel like they're going to be stable for the rest of their lives. They're going to be very generous and help everyone.
Yes, that is true. The another thing is this reality or the current reality is so messed up where you can the only way to maintain you helping people is if you do have a steady income, right? A residual type of income. And until we get kind-hearted, loving people in those positions where they can take their residual income and give back to the people and still be able to take care of themselves,
Right.
we won't be where we need to be. Which is why I keep pounding at things like Nasara, things like basic income, things like free water, free energy, free internet, free everything. Because when we have all those type of things, then we'll be able to do more and more and more and more.
Right.
And it's not ending here. It's not ending here because we have a massive universe that y'all are going to have access to. We already have access to it. I mean, hello, I'm not just the king of Earth. So
Beautiful. Beautiful.
it is already beautiful. We are walking into it.
Yeah.
We are walking into it. Oh, imagine telling Jesus he's getting the locals upset.
And you know what? You have helped the locals so much. You've overtipped, you've given them material items that can help them, you've given them advice, you've tried to employ some of them, all of these things. So that doesn't even make logical sense.
It's not the it's not those type of locals. It's the
I,
ones that own these big buildings around us
yep,
who think they can control everything.
yep.
I just heard a story recently how one of the jet ski owners sent out a guy to go sabotage all the other jet skis down the road. Like, why? There's so many fucking people coming here where you can all have funds. Why would you do something like that? It don't make sense. Are you serious? So me, because of me running around and helping the locals, right, the ones that are slaving in these jobs 9 to 5 and shit like that, they're the ones telling me everything that's happening around here. So we have targets on everyone that we've already had targets on them. Now we're just finding out what more of the stuff that they've been doing.
Right.
I will say this: there's a lot of things. There's a lot of areas in on the island that are deteriorating, and the reason is because their trafficking funds are gone. So now they're having to do other things to create income, while other things are being deteriorated. Which is why some of the stuff around here will just be handed to me, like, here you go, take it. So these people are getting themselves in trouble every day. I'm not worried about people not liking me or me getting myself in trouble. I was born for this shit. Hello.
Right, right. Right. Excellent news. Everything is excellent. Everything
That's
is
right.
excellent. All right. So you have your new bracelet coming out, and it's going to have a birthstone on it. What is the color or kind of stone for the 13th month?
It's a blue one. It's a blue one.
Okay.
Um um I have I haven't I haven't got the answer as far as the name of the other month.
Okay.
We do know that there is one out there, but I think Dad's going to change it. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. Well, we know too that we all know that the calendar's been changed. So it's going to be interesting because that's going to affect astrology. It's going to affect a lot, right? So a
Yeah,
lot of that's been skewed by having an incorrect calendar.
yeah,
Yeah. Interesting. All right. Ready for questions?
yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. Is Ashtar Command real?
Yes,
And I think there was a demotion a few years ago.
yes.
Okay. How about the Galactic Federation?
Uh, no,
Ooh.
because there's a real federation. It's just not the Galactic Federation, the one that everybody talks about.
Okay.
There is also a council. Um, but you all have to keep in mind that it's a kingdom out there. Kingdom, kingdom, meaning there's one ruler out there, and that's me. Whether people believe it or not, I don't care. Dad is the ultimate creator of it all, and he made me to represent him in everywhere. So I have multiple kingdoms, and y'all going to witness it. And I do have people in place to run things like a council. We do have our own armies with an S. And when they're needed, I'll send out how you say those, clarion calls or whatnot.
Mhm.
Or I'll just telepathically say, hey, get your asses over here. And they show up.
Yeah.
So the reason why I say no to it too is because we all know that it's been abused. You got different peoples, different groups all around the world, mainly here in the US, saying the Galactic Federation is doing this and doing that and blah 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 blah, which is all bullshit. So
Yeah, people that reference that usually act like they're the highest authority out there, right? And that whatever they say and whatever they're going to do is what's really going to happen. And I usually say, well, I think they work for somebody that you're watching, so how can they be the highest authority? Right?
Exactly, exactly. And a lot of them are CIA fucking puppets. And I've already exposed a lot of them to be just that. You got CIA and then you got NSA. So what they're doing is they're regurgitating the information, the real information, are legitimately connected to things, right?
Right, right,
And then altering it and then making you believe this and that, blah blah blah.
right, right.
Which is what's been happening. I sit here and just laugh about it because at the end of the day, everybody is going to find out that there is one head honcho. That's it.
Okay.
When we transform and have the chambers right here in person, and here's a video, and here's this, and here's that. Come on over. Then what the fuck are you gonna say? Oh, the Galactic Federation let you have the chamber. The fuck? What?
Yeah, yeah. I always love it when we get these messages like you should talk to so and so, who I know is a fake intel provider, okay? Fill in
Beloved,
the
these
blank.
nuts. Yeah,
Yeah,
beloved. What?
beloved. Yeah, I was going to say that too. They call me beloved, like, or they address us that way. They're already out before they started. Like I can't read it, but yeah, they're like, oh, so and so, the intel provider, like has the cutting edge everything, and I'm like, have you been listening to what we're talking about here? Like,
Right,
have you not heard what we're saying?
right. So there are going to be some intermingles with some of the governments and blah blah blah. However, when the real galactics appear, meaning us, when we appear, I will be there. There's no doubt about it because I'm the one giving all the orders. Period. I may or may not look like this. I may just look like this just for the time of all right, here we are. Here's this is the real me, blah blah blah. And then boom, I
No.
turn into Sanan the Galactic, which according to Elena Dinar can't happen. So
Okay,
we shall see about all this shit, huh?
we shall see. Yeah, yeah.
Those CIA planes and UFOs and spacecrafts and blah blah blah. That's nothing compared to what we got. Dad let them have that shit, and he also told them to do the right thing, and they haven't. So now, if you see a spacecraft fly by, and you see another spacecraft send a tractor beam and just hold that spacecraft and then suck it into the spacecraft, you know why? Because we took it.
Okay, okay. Interesting. It's so interesting how people still, they're so programmed, they still cannot get it through their head that, that you're here and you are who you say that you are. They still don't understand. They don't want to understand, maybe. I don't know.
Well, they don't want to understand, or it's too much for them. I literally have some people say this is too much for me, man. And let's. I just want to be friends. Okay, okay, we can be friends,
Yeah, yeah, that's cool.
which is cool. Like I'm a cool dude to hang around. Like I make sure everybody's good around me and stuff like that. And then you got people that blatantly say, like, this is bullshit. You're full of shit.
Right,
You're this and you're that and blah blah blah.
right.
Okay, well, it's fine. Put the sticker on your car and watch the steam. Then tell me if I'm bullshit. Oh, as a matter of fact, take this other sticker and put it on the back of your cell phone, and then put that radiation device on it. Let's see if that's bullshit.
Right, right,
It's a sticker that I put energy into it from my fucking hands or from my consciousness, right? So they don't. Some people don't even want to see that because it's too much for them.
right.
At the end of the day, it does not matter. I don't care. I used to say I'm not here for friends. I'm here to get shit done. Um, and it's just that way. I'm here to get shit done. I love everybody. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I even give them plenty of fucking rope to hang themselves. Plenty. Like that. That is giving these individuals plenty and plenty and plenty rope. And the reason why they're allowed to be evaporated this last cycle, is because that rope that he's been giving you over the centuries has come to an end. And now your ass is being evaporated. That's the only way I'm allowed to do it, because of all those chances that you had and you didn't turn to him.
Right.
Now I get to take you. You don't have to believe it. I don't give a fuck. I tell you who does believe it. All of these major intel communities and these military people, they believe it because they're witnessing it, which is why they don't fuck with me. Okay? They'll send out these little locals and run around and do all this other shit, but it won't get crazy. It won't get crazy because Dad will make sure it will not get crazy. They can come out and send somebody to do some shit like Smarty's getting himself in trouble. And she gave them the perfect comeback. Well, he does like to evaporate people. It's true. You don't understand how I can do what I can do, so don't fuck with me. Period. Period. Everywhere I go, people love me. The ones that come against me is because they're dark. Even when I go to the water out here, the dolphins surround me. Everybody's like, who is this guy? Everywhere I go, because they follow that light. They follow that energy. It's addictive to people that are like-minded and that are of the light. They love to be in that shit, right? They just want to be around. Like, shit, let's go. Oh, Smarty's here. Next thing you know, I got the whole side of the bar on my side with me.
It's funny.
Yeah, but it's real though. It's real. Like, even if you don't believe nothing that I say, you can't deny me being a cool dude.
No one would ever dare deny that. But I want to say that I personally seen people, most people flock to you and they don't know, it's not conscious. They don't understand it. They just want your attention, your this, your that. There are a few that I've seen run away from you. And usually they get angry and upset, but they get the heck away as fast as they can. So that's very telling.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
It's like hot water for a crab.
Yeah.
You know, the crabs. If you boil a crab, I don't know if you ever did it before, but if you boil a crab, the crabs tend to want to jump out of the pot.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what they do.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've had people come out of the rooms crying, screaming, trying to get away from you. So it's very polarized, but the majority flock to you.
That's right. That's right.
And you're always patient with them. You're always helpful. You give stuff away. You do this. You recommend this, and you're always laughing. So they love it.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and on another note, we're all seeing more and more of the actual cannibalism stuff coming out as well. Um, which is why Dad had us do the blue elixir. All of the different products that we have nowadays are because of what they've been secretly doing, and the products are designed to cleanse the body in ways that regular detox don't.
Right.
We've been given all the ingredients from Dad. You know, the team and I have been given all the ingredients. We put out the blue elixir, and we all know that the blue elixir takes out the flesh and the human DNA that's stuck in the body. You can get that just by having sex with the wrong person. Their fucking flesh and DNA stuck in you. That being said, now that we got the blue elixir out, more and more people are coming out with all these cannibalism stories. The most recent one was I posted yesterday on the lady having the best tacos in town. Turns out they were fucking people.
Oof.
And the cool part about, which ain't cool, But the cool part about she didn't have to go purchase no meat because she just killed somebody, and that was her mindset. I'm gonna pay my bills. You what? What? See what I mean? So the cabal thinks of you as cattle, and so did that lady, because that's what she did. She took your flesh, she took the people's flesh, and she cooked it, and she made money.
Right.
That's all she wanted, to make
Yeah.
money.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's shocking. That was a video, right?
Yeah,
I watched the video and it said she would lure the woman and girls into the house by offering them food and shelter, and then she'd kill them and serve them up.
exactly,
Oh
exactly.
my God.
And then you have the other guy who took his supposedly girlfriend, opened up her skull, and started eating her and shit like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the type of stuff that these dark beings and dark entities
Yeah.
have been doing for all this time, and now
Yeah.
it's like it's over. You guys gotta go to a different planet or go to Pebble Valley because you can't do that shit here no more.
Yeah, yeah. It is coming out more and more. You're right. And of course, you're sharing a lot of that. It's quite shocking, again, because we think everyone should think the way we do, and they don't. So, all right, so we've got the blue elixir, which helps to detoxify the body, especially with the remnants of human flesh. So if you're eating fast food, especially, or even stuff from the supermarket, right? That's a really good one to have. So I know you sold that out like within a day or two of offering it. Do you have another supply?
Yeah, we here's another thing. The blue elixir was and is so successful that they're watching every move we make, right? They literally took 3 gallons of the blue elixir and said it got damaged with no explanation, told us that it got damaged and they threw it away. This was UPS.
Right.
That being said, we do have more. We're still making it, and there's nothing they can do about it. When they do things like that, all it does is raise red flags, and it has us, they put a target on themselves that way.
Right. Right.
You want to fuck around and find out? Keep doing stupid shit.
Right. Right.
Um,
You know, I'm
good.
sorry. Go ahead.
No, no,
Well,
no,
all
good.
right. So you just introduced one called I'm gonna just call it high energy. It's cinnamon and orange, I think it is. That one. What's the name of it? Energy and clarity.
Yeah, energy and clarity.
All right.
These here, they're super powerful. Um, the description, you can read all about it. These do multiple things, especially for men in their manhood, if you would. This actually no, this is not the one. This is just for energy. My bad.
Yep, yep, yep.
The Galactic Superman is for that. The other
Yeah.
product.
Yeah. And you have that there as well. Okay.
Yeah,
So
I got some of this too. But all of them, make sure you shake it well because a lot of
yeah.
the ingredients that you want in your body is right here in the bottom.
Yep.
So
Yep.
this is for clarity, enhancements, energy. You're feeling sluggish, take a couple of drops of that. Boom. You'll be rocking and rolling.
All
All
right.
natural, no ingredients that is harmful, none of that shit.
Right. Right. So those are all available right now on your website.
Yes, and yes they are, and there's 2 flavors. You got the orange and cinnamon, and then you got the peppermint.
Right.
Yeah,
Okay.
these are good. These are good. We've been using them every day, and someone I won't say is losing too much weight and complaining about
Okay. I think I need a bottle of that then.
it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
So you've got Superman and Superwoman.
Yeah, so I just put Superwoman on because we had to make sure we had all the wording right. But we
Okay.
got Superman and Superwoman.
Okay.
This enhances the female, all the female good stuff, all the things that were, designed to make you sluggish and make you not want to reproduce, if you would. those type of things.
Yep.
Vitality and mojo, whatever you want to call it. And as far as the men ones, this is the one that I made the little video calling it Galactic. You know what? So this
that word.
Yeah, this is super potent. So
Yeah.
be careful. Be careful. Okay. Be very careful.
So it's not the same stuff in two different bottles, is it? It's formulated for man and woman.
One from woman and one for man. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus,
so all of that's on the website.
Yeah. Plus, of course, when I hit the bottles or hit the solutions with the frequencies, it does exactly what I say, just like the holograms. So my holograms work. My products work. My jewelry pieces, right? The charms and all that. Okay. That's why I posted it earlier and said, produce children. Daddy wants new children, so he wants to make sure everybody's, up to par.
Okay. Trying to be discreet, but
hey, what did he make us? What did he make us for?
Well, I was hoping you were going to say something like eating and having parties on the beach.
Yeah. Yeah, that too. After we multiply and be fruitful.
Yeah. So those are all on your website now, and you can get them. smartiescorner.com.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Awesome. Thank you, by the way.
Yeah. What other products do you have coming out? You have the bracelet you're working on with the 13th stone, the 13th birthstone. But I guess I'd say we need to figure out what the months represent, or pick the one you're attracted to when they come out. It'll be interesting,
Well, yeah, it'll be like regular birthstones, except for the blue one, which would be the 13th one. Oh, I forgot about the hair now.
Oh, all right. So let's talk about the hair now. Do you consume that, like put it under your tongue?
No, you put this on your scalp and then you rub it in. I've been using it every time I remember. Because I know for a fact that my hair will return as fast as Daddy allows. So we made this for current people that are balding and bald, so that their hair can grow back. And it's been working. It's working because I can feel little pieces coming back in, little patches.
All right. So rub it into your hair. So what if you've got like longer hair? You just rub it in your scalp and leave it?
Yep. And we had to make it. We had to make different solutions until we got the right one, because I didn't want to walk around smelling in a certain way. So this one is cool to walk around now.
Okay, like peppermint or whatever. Are you like?
I think this one's peppermint. I think so.
Okay. Yeah.
But the other one was like coffee, and I didn't want to walk around smelling like coffee.
You got a whole flock of tired people following you.
Right, exactly.
All right. Excellent. Anything else Daddy wants you to put out today?
Let's see. That's what I was going through, all of the different things in here. All of the different things that I'm talking about. I mean, I've talked about. He did want me to mention the Puerto Rico documentary that I posted and reposted, and also put it on its own channel on channel 24 on kingsmarty.tv.
Yep.
And the reason for it is because he wants people to see what the U.S. has been doing to Puerto Rico, including the shipping. Different countries or different things had to be shipped. In order to get it to Puerto Rico, you had to ship it to Jacksonville, put it on another ship to then send it to Puerto Rico. So you weren't allowed to ship it straight to the docks in Puerto Rico. And that's what they've been doing to gouge the prices over there. So right next to Puerto Rico, you got DR, Dominican Republic. For the same shipment of the same goods going to Puerto Rico, you have to spend almost $3,500. The same shipment to DR is only 1,500 or 1,000, something like that. So they've been raping and pillaging Puerto Rico since the beginning of it all, which is not surprising, being that me, myself, and I were born there, right? So there's a whole thing with that, including the fact that they've been sterilizing the women over there. Why? Why would you sterilize the people, the people of Puerto Rico? Or is it because they do have a Judean Palestine bloodline? Is that why? Whatever the case is, that's what they've been doing over there. And Dad is having me reverse it all, repair it all. He basically wants me to do what Abraham Torre from Burkina Faso is doing over there to Puerto Rico. And I won't have no problem doing it because that's where I was born. So we have a lot to do in Puerto Rico. We have a lot to do here in the US. We have a lot to do in all the other countries and places where all of you guys were originally from, because we all know we have backgrounds that span across the globe, right? That being said, we are literally going around the world like a bunch of superheroes, helping and healing and repairing everything and everything. And the race don't have nothing to do with it. We already know what they've been doing. We already know racism is real. We already know satanic Zionist shit is real. We know all of these dark fuckers are real. What they didn't want was all of us, different shades of wheat, different shades of brown, different colored people coming together, no matter what you look like, and changing the world. They didn't want this. And now they have it. Congratulations, you stupid motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's a wonderful thing that's happening, and everything is being exposed. And those of us that were built for this, that were made for this, will have our day in the sun, or our limelight, however you want to call it. Because what we're walking into, and what we're getting ready, and what we're doing to the entire planet, is liberating from the draconian system that that they thought would be in power forever, and it's crumbling right before your fucking eyes, and it's happening faster and faster and faster and faster. Every time you make the wrong decision, you put tenfold of your entire force being eliminated. So keep making these wrong decisions, you fucking idiots. So.
Well, we see them attacking all the people in Africa, not only the people, the leaders is what I meant to say. Okay, so some of the leaders in Africa want their people to be strong, healthy, financially abundant, and all of that. They want a strong country. And we're seeing them being targeted, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's very exciting when we see a leader there that's, because they've been oppressed for, like,
Yeah.
the dark forces, will say, have been sucking the resources out of Africa for years, whether it be minerals, whether it be people, whatever it is. They've just been helping themselves.
Exactly.
They created a third world continent on purpose, when in fact, it's probably the richest continent mineral wise.
It is. It is. And
Yeah.
they've been taking it and rebuilding all of their areas,
Yeah.
instead of giving some back to the people.
Yeah.
And what they've been doing, to what the the colonial groups have been doing to Africa, the US is doing to Puerto Rico.
Right. Right.
So that being said, it's all being exposed so that we can go in and change it.
Right.
Abraham Torre is doing everything that Daddy wants him to do there, and he's doing it in record timing, and he's also protected by me. He's, by daddy.
Right,
However, when something goes wrong over there, then I do what I do.
right, right.
I make shit happen. So
Right. Look
that's
at
what.
we created a video on, I'm sorry to interrupt you,
No,
on
go ahead.
Gaddafi, right? We have it on Royal Crown Productions. And look what he was doing to his country. They were illiterate, they were poor, there was no food, there was no this, there was no that. He was actually diverting money to the people, free energy, free, like, and it was building the country up. And then all of a sudden, boom.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Free healthcare, free all that stuff.
yeah. So,
So, um, that's what we're. That's why he's gonna continue to do what he does, and all of the different assassinations attempts. Of course, Daddy tells us about it, and then we do our part and
yeah,
make sure they get whatever happens to them,
yep,
as
yep,
far as the dark ones. Um, so the same thing he's doing there, we're going to do here, and we're going to do elsewhere. We're going to create our own shipping ports, our own shipping containers, boats, and all that stuff. Free energy devices, all of that, all of it. Um, as you know, I'm in contact with Maxwell. Dad has told Maxwell. He told me to tell Maxwell to get in contact with all of the presidents in all of Africa and get the free energy to all of them so that the people can have it. And if he runs into any problems, to let me know ASAP. So this is huge. What's happening?
huge,
Huge,
huge.
huge.
Yeah.
Everyday folks don't even understand or don't even know it's happening, and that's because they're so stuck in their 9 to 5 and their way of life, they don't have time to actually research to what's really happening around them.
Right.
That being said, we will have vehicles that will be powered by frequencies. We will have all of these major changes happening, and here in Destin, Birmingham, Alabama area is where we're going to start a lot of this stuff. As you're aware, Dad had told me that the Tesla stuff will be recalled, and what you're seeing now is they're protesting the shit.
Right.
So on a consciousness level, all of these things are changing without having to do any more work because people consciously want change and they don't want to have to fucking plug their car into a wall and then still get charged, right?
I had no idea you still had to pay for electricity that way.
Me either.
That's huge. Like in my head, it was like, oh, they've got all these stations all around. It's free, we assume, right?
Yeah, which is not the case, and I found out the hard way.
Gotta pay for it.
So yeah. Um, that being said, we've already talked about working on a device that Maxwell will modify that I will have, and I've already offered to pay for the device to be manufactured and all that stuff. Where
Awesome.
where we now take the device, just like just like he put the device on the back of the TV, and the TV was powered forever, right?
Right, right.
We make a similar device, pop it into the vehicle where you charge it, close the door, and forget about it. So stuff like that, we're already working on. And if you want to interfere with it, you can go right ahead. It's not going to be pretty because I like to get messy, splatter your brains and all that. I like to do that shit. So,
Okay.
oh man, that's too graphic. Let me. I got to mind wipe everybody now. So, so anyway, the things that are happening right now across the board is full disclosure and changing everything financially, energetically, food, water, electricity, power, all of that has already existed. The cabal, knowing these things have already existed. We're plotting all this time to make sure you didn't know about it. And now you know about it because we have spacecrafts all around the world popping up, because I'm commanding them to, by the way. You have talks of free water and free energy devices that are being produced. And I've shown you that because Moses got one already. China has a bunch of them too, right? Then you got Maxwell with the free energy device, already proven. Cars are going across Africa, never having to refuel, recharge, right? You got all of these cool things happening. You got Help Someone Today campaigns going all around the world. I wish I had more funding right now to do more. However, we are maintaining, we are doing it. And you have the rescue fruits and vegetables that we're working on right now. And there's going to be farmers that are going to love to give us to give us the overhead, if that's what you want to call it, produce, right? The stuff that they haven't sold because it's sitting there for way too long and the stores aren't buying it fast enough.
Right.
Right. So that's why it's called rescue fruits and vegetables. Because when the farmer has all of these produce, these fruits and vegetables everywhere, and no one is buying it, it goes to waste.
Right.
So what we're going to do is we're going to create actually, we're not creating it because it already exists. We are putting together, or forming, if you would, a group of individuals that will get fancy hats, fancy suits, fancy outfits, fancy vehicles, go to the place, pick it up, and then take it to the location it needs to go to for free. And that's something that we're going to pay for, whether it's donations or whether it's me, myself, and I. And I'm sure there's plenty of y'all that are getting ready to be in a position where you won't have a problem helping. Okay, so that's where we're going into. We're moving into a beautiful reality where we're actually caring for one another and not worried about who got more, because it's not about that. It's about what we can do, how we can help, how we can protect and serve, period. How we make sure our children don't go missing, how to get the cool education. We got the move going on. We got the music stuff going on. We got so many different things happening. And again, it's not happening as fast as I would like. It's because we don't have the access to the fundings that we know is there. Plus, a lot of people don't fucking return calls. It's sad because we tell them all these different things, and if we don't give them a check or give them money right there and then, they won't fucking return our calls. So that's the type of stuff that we have to deal with, which is cool to me because that just tells me that you don't need to be on the team anyway.
Right.
You don't want to return my call, and we're doing all this fantastic stuff, and we've already proven it because we already did it. Man, fuck you. Excuse my French.
Yeah. If they don't have the right motivation, you really don't want them even down the road, because they could be saboteurs.
That's the key. That's the key right there.
Yeah.
Because if you don't have it in you, if you're not a doer, you're not going to do it.
Yeah.
Period. And I've run into a lot of people that are not doers. So, eventually they'll get with the program, and then they'll realize how stupid they were, and then want to be a part of it. And then when they're allowed to be a part of it, they'll have a what do you call a lower level, like way down there. Hey, how you doing, asshole?
Yep.
But everything's fantastic. Things are moving forward. Expect miracles. Did you see that I posted a example of the bracelet? You saw it,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
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 So it's not done. That's just a little an example, so you guys can check it out. I thought about crowdfunding it, but since since my King Smarty, King John Smarty Telegram group got hit by the Israeli Jew fuckers over there. The crowdfunding has been like it's just not there anymore because I had thousands of followers that as soon as I put a crowdfunding project up, I would have a couple thousands that same day, and that's not there right now. And I know they did it on purpose. It's cool.
Yeah, of course.
So I'm having to. That's why a lot of my future projects and products are taking time, and a lot of the money is going to all of these other help someone today campaigns, as you know, because you've been a part of helping all that. So I'm over asking these people to do the right thing, where I'm just like, all right, who do I got to fucking take out next? The more and more we take out, the more and more the planet is liberated. So that's where we're at with it.
Well, we can see it happening, so thank you.
Yeah, that's the cool part.
Yeah.
Like I say, I don't care how long it takes. It's frustrating, yes. We're all frustrated. We all don't want to wait no more, especially when I tell you all these wonderful things that's coming. The cool part is that they're actually coming faster and faster and faster and faster.
Yeah, you can see it.
But still, we don't want to fucking wait. I don't want to wait. Y'all don't want to wait. Let's get this shit done. Let's crank this shit up. Let's get started. Let's start rebuilding the planet. Let's do all these wonderful things that we are being stopped because some people in the office think it's not okay to release the funds yet. That's the problem. So let's see what happens the end of this week, the beginning of next week. See if they choose to do the right thing. If not, we'll be here doing what we do until then.
Perfect.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Thank you for your time again, as always.
Thank you.
All right. We will talk to you soon with good news.
All right. Love you guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.